Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the Sake Notes.
I'm Michelle.
And I am John, and we're back.
We're back.
Again.
And we did not come back with just anything.
No, we did not.
We came back with some good stuff.
We did. So tonight we're going to be tasting a couple of selections from Kagatobi. That's the name of the brand. The brewery is Fukumitsuya. I'm very bad at pronouncing that. I get it wrong every time. And it's in Kanazawa Prefecture. Or not Prefecture. Kanazawa is the region, Ishikawa is the prefecture. And this is a brewery, or rather a brand, that I've really liked for a long time, and I hadn't really seen them in New York that much over the last couple of years. But they kind of came back, and they're doing a nice little push, and so we wanted to get in on that and see what they were up to. And so
we were lucky enough to hear just in time about a tasting event that was hosted by the distributors. Mm-hmm. I think they had about 5 sakes from their line that we were able to taste. So we have had these before. And I was very surprised immediately, right out of the bat. I was surprised at how full-bodied these sakes were, how bold. I think that they were definitely my style. I think I said, "This isn't a Genshu," at least twice.
It's always fun whenever she does that, or whenever she mentions Genshus, people's eyes light up. They're like, "Oh,
you know the good stuff."
This girl likes the Genshus. All right. Yeah. So what we ended up doing was we picked a bottle each that we really enjoyed. Michelle here has the IE. That's the blue Nama. That's a Junmai Daiginjo. And you don't see a lot of Junmai Daiginjo Namas, and this one it's big. It's really, really intense.
Was this their seasonal label as well?
Yeah, it's a seasonal.
So that's always exciting. You guys know that we love seasonal sakes. Mm-hmm. So this was my pick. What I liked about it, from what I remember, which this was a few days ago when we went, was just how bold it was. I remember it being just right there in your face. It really very aromatic and then smooth at the same time. It was very well. I remember just thinking that the sake was expertly put together. Like, the flavor was intentional. And I always love that in a bold sake, because I think that sometimes a sake can be very bold, mm-hmm. but it can just, it's good because it's so bold. It's so far thin. So getting something that has a lot of strong flavor, but intentional at the same time, I think is very special.
I went the other direction, like I usually do. I got the Kagatobi Junmai Ginjo. This one is a lot lighter, smoother, and much more in my wheelhouse. It's not a Nama. And so what I'm going to suggest right now, though, is that we're going to taste that one first.
Sure.
Because I feel like if we taste the Nama first, our taste buds are not going to be ready for a non-Nama.
I think that's fair. And I did prepare for that. We both have our waters, and I have a little tasting spread set up for us with crackers, some nuts, strawberries, which is something that I have found has been going really well with sakes. I think that strawberry is kind of a secret pairing food, because if it doesn't go with the sake, if it doesn't really bring that magic to it, it's just a strawberry with your sake, and like, who doesn't love that? But I have found that there have been a few different sakes that we've had where when you pair it with strawberries, it's magic. It's like, oh, what?
We'll have to do some of that, and then in a future episode, just bring some like strawberry-friendly stuff.
I don't know. So
Maybe I just like strawberries. I want an excuse to eat them.
No, I don't know. I feel like so many foods, you can go well with something, and then with another thing, it's horrible. But with strawberries, it's either fine, you're eating strawberries, or it's amazing, and then you can just be like, yeah, I knew this would go well with strawberries. Nice. I'm such a good pair.
Nice. Well, let's start out and just let's taste the Junmai Ginjo and have a little chat.
Oh yeah.
Even this is bolder than your average Junmai Ginjo. It's like, when we at the tasting event, we tasted this like fourth
towards the end,
and it was I think at that point it was weakened by all the other big bold flavors we had, all those Nama flavors.
But we both definitely knew that this was his kind of sake.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now cheating. The non Nama version of the pasteurized version of this sake is actually my favorite of their line, but it was not part of the tasting event, and I wanted to do something different, so I'm glad I did.
This one is very smooth. I think it's sort of vanilla. Do you get a little oakiness to it? Is that?
I mean, it's definitely got like a little bit of a fruitiness, and then like that's in the middle, and at the end it's like a little pow.
The back of their label is very informative. I absolutely love it. They have, of course, the name, the brewery. They have their website. They have that this one is 15 to 16%. And then they have these little like flavor charts. So this one is leaning towards fragrant. It's right in the middle between sweet and dry. I definitely agree with that. The richness, it has leaning low, and then the complexity, it has leaning low.
Yeah, it's very light, especially for Kagatobi. This is
Definitely
very
agree
light.
with that as well.
You know, I think that when we get to the Shiboritate, the IE at Shiboritate in a minute, it's going to be intense. So I'm going to finish this little cup up a little bit.
I definitely recommend this one with the nuts.
Really?
I think that oakiness, that nuttiness that I was tasting accentuates. So this brewery is also celebrating their 300th year. Is that right?
They're coming up on it, yeah. So yeah, 300 years. The fun thing about like when you're looking into Japanese sake breweries is that they're always, it's so many times it's like, oh, this place is like 10th generation and like stuff like that. It's so interesting to hear how long these businesses have been around and producing stuff like consistently for like literally hundreds of years.
The name of the brewery, what was it that they told us? That it was named after the local firefighters?
I think it was the brand. I think it's the Kagatobi brand is named after. Actually, I think it's right.
We have a little pamphlet this time. Very prepared.
Yes. And this has the info on the Shiboritate that you're going to be tasting in a moment.
So the one that we're going to try next is 17%.
Kagatobi is named after the in-house firefighters of Kaga, which is the ancient name of the Kanazawa area.
The barrels that they were showcasing at the tasting, and one of their labels has beautiful pictures of the firefighters, like doing, do you see these? Yeah. It's really cute. We'll have to insert a little picture.
We'll show you guys a little picture.
It's adorable. But now we gotta try this one.
We do.
I'm too excited.
Okay, I'm gonna have a cracker? Little cracker to clean the palate.
Oh, you gotta have it with strawberries too. Yeah, this one is definitely just as like strong but refined and bold and interesting, and it really immediately takes me back to our trips in Japan when we're just in kind of like an izakaya, like under a bridge, and it's like 4:30, so maybe they just opened and they let us in because they took pity on us, I guess, but the rest of the crowd isn't there.
It's like 4:30 in the afternoon, not like 4:30 in the morning.
Of course. 4:30 in the afternoon, you know, they let us into this izakaya, you know, maybe they took pity on our tourist Japanese, and it should just drink, you know, on vacation, enjoying your afternoon and just trying this like salaryman sake. Like that's,
I don't know if I'd consider the Jumai Daiginjo to be salaryman sake.
I don't know. I just feel like it's just such like a genuine experience. Like when we go to Japan and I like to try new sakes, like this is the type of thing that I'm always excited about. Because I think, you know, in New York it's very easy to find very smooth and refined and fruity and floral sakes, and this one is just really special. I think
it's in your face. It's
a
lot more flavor. There's a lot more. It's just more.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm enjoying this a lot more than I did during the tasting. I don't think it's anything against the environment that we tasted in or anything like that. I just think that, like, you know, I got a nice little palate cleanser. I'm sitting down. I'm relaxed. It's just so fresh. And I know that's like, you know, well, obviously it's fresh. It's Anama. But it's like, it's one thing to say that. It's another thing to taste it and be like, wow. It's like really just intensely in your face. And it's nice. And it's not like chalky or anything like that, which sometimes you get from Anama. This is not that. I don't get that at all from this. I'm actually come around on this a lot. The label says this one is what does it say? Fragrant. Yes,
all the way.
Dry in the middle. Okay. It's actually kind of similar to the information on the other one. But yeah, it's nice. I love it. It's so good.
And that's the great thing about having different tastes, is that we end up with things on totally opposite ends of the spectrum.
This is true. Very, very different tastes.
So in full disclosure, I tried it with the strawberry, and it definitely went well.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, I'm going to do that now, too, because, you know, why not?
Toot my own horn. Strawberry is the magic sake pairing food. That, of course, and fish. Sometimes if I don't really know what to say when I'm being introduced to sake and I want to learn more and I want to be engaged, even though maybe I don't know anything about it, I like to say, oh, like, I feel like this would go really well with fish. And they're always like, oh, yeah, definitely pair it with fish. I feel like strawberries are the next fish pairing. What do you think?
That's awesome.
Perfect.
Really, really good. I don't know if it's just that I like strawberries.
No, I think that strawberries and sake are the next thing. Or probably they were already a thing and I just figured it out. But I also have some coffee flavored M&Ms.
I don't know how it's going to go.
The distributors that we were speaking to so that they enjoy pairing the drier sakes that they have with coffee and like dark chocolate and like bitter things.
Yeah, we
don't have the dry one here, but we did try. Which one was the? Which one
was the Yamahai?
Is that one on there? Oh, there it is. The Yamahai is super dry. They also had a sparkling Junmai Nigori, which I was very excited about, and that one is at 16% as well, which I thought was very interesting. They have a 1,000 days aged sake. That's kind of like a anniversary set. It has the pictures of the firemen on it, and it's sort of celebrating. I think that's the one that's like...
That's it. That's their super ultra premium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have like a ton of different things. So we said we tried 5. The first 2 we tried were similar to this one, that they were that bigger, bolder flavor. I think we moved on to the sparkling Nigori, and then we moved on to this one, and then we have the super dry one. So there's a little bit for everyone, but I think they're all good. Can't really go wrong.
One of the nicest things about this particular tasting that we did was that there was a big variety of flavors, which is nice. Kagatobi doesn't have a kind of one note, no pun intended, flavor profile. It varies across their line, which is pretty cool.
They use 3 different kinds of rice, mainly in different combinations. Yamanishiki, I think this one is fully Yamanishiki. This one is a blend. They also use their local water, of course, which is groundwater, which is very exciting. She said that it's old groundwater, right?
Well, I think groundwater, generally speaking, is going to be... Yeah.
It's been like cleaned and like filtered and like... So that's very exciting too.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if I can go back to the Junmai Ginjo now and what happens when I do.
You're going to pair it with a coffee M&M?
No, but I'm going to try it with strawberry. Because apparently they make everything better.
They do. Yeah?
Well, strawberry certainly tastes different, I'll tell you that.
It just kind of opens it up and brings out the sweetness and maybe a little floral.
I mean, I have a serious bias towards strawberries, so I'm not sure if it's not just because I love strawberries.
Okay, that's fair. We're going to need you guys to try it out and just make sure that we're not biased towards strawberries.
Yeah.
Do you have any closing notes?
Not really. I do. I will say that like I really came around on this. I wasn't against it, but I was not as for it as I am now. Like I was like, that's good. It's just it's not my style. And now I'm like totally like, yeah, I can just sip this. This is really nice. Like it's really good. Now I still do love the Junmai Ginjo though. They're both really good.
It's definitely a much softer, lighter, smoother sort of sake, which, but I think they're both drinkable on their own.
Oh, definitely. I don't think you need food necessarily.
Yeah, you definitely don't
Even
need
strawberries
food
are not necessary to enjoy these.
Definitely not.
But they're fantastic. I
think they would also be great sakes for someone who is trying for the first time. I don't think either of these would be too far in either direction to introduce someone.
I think that works. The last thing I will say is that, so as you guys probably know, and if you don't, you're about to learn, we do a tasting event once a month at Rabbit House in the Lower East Side, Chinatown area. And that's usually the first Tuesday of the month. And at some point, we're probably going to do some Kagatobi featuring at some point. We haven't figured out exactly when that's going to be, but you'll be able to try these sakes if you come by. And our next event, though, is going to be on June 5th, and we have not yet selected what it's going to be. However, I have a really good feeling that's going to be fun. Why is that? So
the June 5th, the Sake Notes at Rabbit House event is the Tuesday after my birthday, so we're doing a My Shell themed night. So all of my favorites.
All Namagen juice.
Not decided yet, but if you know my preferences, I think you have an idea of what we're going to be having. If you love those things, you should come. If you aren't sure, if you want to see, why I'm so crazy, you should try them out.
Yeah. Why you're so crazy?
No, why I'm so crazy about those sakes.
Oh, yes.
Of course.
I don't know. I already know why you're so crazy,
follow us
and I
on-
know why you're so crazy about the sakes.
Of course. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We always post about the lists and the times and what we're doing. That's the best way to stay involved with our tastings.
Yeah, definitely. And as always, recommendations, we really appreciate that. So you can always send us email at John or at Michelle@thesakenos.com, and you can let us know what you think, what we should be doing more of, what kind of sake you want to see us drinking. If the answer is sake bombs, no. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I don't like beer, so I can't do
Okay.
it. I'm disqualified from sake bombs. I don't like beer. You can do them. I'll sip sake, you have sake bombs.
Perfect.
Okay, great. Anyway,
Thanks for joining us.
thank you for joining us again.
We'll see
you
you
guys
soon.
again very soon. Bye-bye.